What is up, Sooner Surge? Thunder edition here tonight. The Thunder have won 14 straight tonight, beating the Knicks in a game that they came from behind, played a just astonishing fourth quarter. Aaron Wiggins saved basketball. Bishop said, my 15-year-old son said the same thing, actually. Aaron Wiggins saved basketball. I wouldn't go that far since the Thunder had won 13 straight, but Aaron Wiggins was unbelievable tonight.
Yes, the Thunder were down 14 in the second quarter. Aaron Wiggins down the stretch just, three big-time threes that they really needed. And that's what propelled – yes, the and one was phenomenal as well. That can't forget about that one. That's what really propelled the Thunder to the win tonight. And now 14 straight wins. I mean, this was the fourth game in NBA history where you had two teams with that long of win streaks entering the game. So a big game for both sides. And I mean, I said it last night, like if they could go 3-1 during the stretch, that'd be really good. And they faced adversity. I mean, down 14 in the second quarter to get it within 10 at the half, or was it 12? Something like
12.
And then but from the final couple seconds of the second quarter to early in the third quarter, 10-0 run to really kind of eliminate that deficit as much as they could, and then taking the lead in the fourth. This team every night, I don't know what else we can say. They're unbelievable, and they're not even close to being at full strength.
Yeah, and Bishop, you're dead on. When the Knicks went to the bench and the Thunder went to the bench, mismatch is what that was. And hey, guys, I know Boston's probably going to be in the finals, but this is like the second team in the East right here.
Knicks have a lot of good pieces, Jay.
They do. I don't think they have enough to beat Boston, but they have a lot. They have a good piece. Hey, and here's the thing. It's been the third quarter for the Thunder. Tonight it was the fourth.
It was the fourth.
18-point difference in the fourth quarter, 37-19 to outscore him. And golly, man, he is – guys, could anybody have thought that he would be this big of an – Jeremy, did you think he would be this big of an addition for the
No, and I'm getting ready to make a statement that I told you guys earlier, okay? Before I say this statement that may be taken wrong and people say it's a bad take, I don't care. I'm going to say it. Before I say it, though, AD's spot on. The Knicks did not choke this game away. The Knicks ran out of gas, and that's what happens when you are defended at a high level. Brunson made some tough shots. But you're not going to keep making those against the Thunder. The Thunder's going to defend, and by the way, the Thunder's going to get every loose ball. Hart and Wiggins got about 2 or 3 offensive rebounds, and they got finishes off of those rebounds on passes. One was an absolute just face-rocking dunk by J-Dub. But listen, I'm going to say it. Hart is to this Thunder as Dennis Rodman was to the Bulls.
Jeremy,
he doesn't care about scoring.
Yeah,
Jeremy,
I get what you're saying there. Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Why, Jeremy, that's why I said last night with this roster.
He's Dennis Rodman.
With this roster, if you had to pick one player between Chet and Hart, he fits him better. He does. He fits his team better. Now, yeah, great when you have them both back. I'm just saying if there's one, to me.
There are not any teams. Go ahead.
You're going to have both of them with Chet playing the 4, which I think translates
exactly
in the NBA for him. He was great last year. Really, if Wembanyama's not in the same rookie class as him because of that injury, Chet's winning the Rookie of the Year last year. This year, he was looking well on his way.
He's a great player.
All-star, probably a starter, maybe even a Defensive Player of the Year with how good he was playing early on. And now you're going to get him to the position that's going to elevate his ceiling, in my opinion, at the 4.
Hey, and
Colin's going to the game, dude. He's going to Madison Square Garden.
You don't have to rush Chet back because of this now. You can really make sure he's all ready to go. But, hey, there are not many teams, guys, going back the last 30 years that play with the small amount of ego that this team plays with, that does all the little things the right way. There aren't many teams who has a guy like Hart whose sole mission is to get rebounds, set screens, and do those things. Or guys who are just there to defend.
Well, and let's not forget, We're sitting there talking about Chet didn't play and how a match that would help. Caruso didn't.
Caruso didn't play.
Exactly. Yeah, they've been without Caruso for a couple of nights now. And then, I mean, look at that fourth quarter. Outscored them 37-19, the Thunder did. Held them to 28% behind the arc. Overall, Thunder 14 of 27 from three themselves. So,
And
again, I mean, you're starting to question, okay, how long does this win streak go? I think it ends somewhere in these next few games, but
well,
I mean,
it's
the
a
way
brutal
they're playing right now, it is a brutal schedule, but I mean, that game looked like it was okay. It's probably over. They had a terrible second quarter, and then they're able to just answer back. And out of halftime all year, they have been great. They have made the adjustments that they need to give them a fighting chance in every single game out of halftime. And now they're 7-0 on the back end of a back-to-back.
Hey, Colin, don't do it. Please don't. Thunder do not need to make a trade.
I said last night I wouldn't mind Cam Johnson, but Wiggins is too valuable.
Well, why would you mess with this roster right now?
And the thing is, right now you do have every piece you need. And when Chet and Caruso are there, you definitely have every piece that you need. Joe did finally get a huge step back three tonight. That was big. Jay Will hit a three. I'll tell you this, guys. When OKC gets the rebound, I was watching in the fourth quarter. I cannot believe, like, it is impossible to stop when J-Dub and SGA are going downhill on attack mode. When they're on full attack mode, you can't get in front of them. It's going to be – I don't know the recipe to beat this team, guys. You got to hope they shoot too many threes one night, but they're not going to do it 4 out of 7. They're not going to do it 4 out of 7.
You have to hope that they jack up 200 threes in a 4-game stretch. We're really in that 7-game stretch, about 50 a game, and they're only making 30% or less of those threes. Because other than that, I don't know how you beat them in a 7-game series. Like, they're not going to be that bad beyond the arc, and they're not going to jack up that many threes. I mean, there's going to be guys getting buckets to fall.
Well, it looks like that Dagnall's kind of reeled in that 3-point stuff. I mean, they had a stretch there, some games where they were shooting 40 to 50 threes, over 50. And tonight they only shot 27. Probably the lowest they've shot in a while as far as how many 3-point attempts they have.
Hey,
remember that.
Guys, question.
Yeah.
Nick Collison, is he still in the front office?
Yes.
Yes. Sam Presti, people aren't going to talk about it. And I don't know the ins and outs of what's going on in the front office and the players. I think part of this, in my opinion, you got to give a lot of credit to what they're building culture-wise in the roster. They do a lot of things with talking to players, so they know the type of locker room guys they're getting.
I think not only – because usually when you get as much draft capital that a team like the Thunder have, a lot of it's going to be focused on the skill. And rightfully so. That's the biggest part of the game. I mean, how good is the player going to be? But I think I'm glad you brought that up, Jeremy. I think they also spend some time determining, okay, is this a culture fit? Is this guy going to fit what we're trying to build as a small market team in Oklahoma City, kind of that underdog mentality and that part of it, with Mark Dagnall as the coach and how laid back he is for the most part. And then with SGA as kind of the leader of it all in everything they do. So, yeah, I mean, it's I don't think you can talk about how well this team has been assembled enough, because it has been, not only in terms of their starting 5 when they're healthy is going to be phenomenal, but also the 5 that they'll have on the bench come playoff time, and the fact that they all gel perfectly together. It's like a puzzle. They all fit together.
And guys, one thing we've been doing these Thunder Lives, we haven't really talked about this, and it came to my attention today. I was looking at some stuff on the NBA, and the new era, it's getting ready to change over. LeBron's, Luka. I know Luka's not old, but it's a younger. The Thunder have 3 of the most talented young players in the league, and they're signed. They are perfectly set up to do what Golden State did. They are. It now if they still got draft picks. They got a lot of things in their favor. It's going to be very disappointing to me if they don't win 1 or 2 championships over the next.
Oh, I think that's kind of the low end of it, Jay.
That's what I'm saying. They just got to capitalize on this, because you talk about the up and coming players in NBA, J-Dub, Shai, Chet. They got 3 of them. I mean,
hey, can you imagine? And can you imagine in the playoffs, Thunder versus Nuggets? They're 9-2 with Russ in the starting lineup. He's playing at a really good level right now. That would be fun. Hey, you know what is just beyond refreshing to me? And I think we can open the phone line tonight for 15 minutes or so. Let's open them maybe. You guys can call in here in a minute. Call in and talk to us. But Jay, Hunter, it's got to be refreshing to you guys too, to see guys who aren't whining down the court, who aren't raw, pumping themselves up, beating on their own chest. They're all about encouraging each other. You don't see that anymore. It is uber refreshing to me.
And real quick, Luka is older than 24, 25.
No.
Are you serious? The guy looks like he's a 40.
We talked about this on like the last one we did before the holiday season.
His body looks like he's about 40.
Part of it is because he's been playing professional. He's been playing professional basketball since he was like 13 years old.
God, he seems like the way he plays.
He does. Like he's a lot older, but
hey,
he's not.
Hey, Gray God. My initial answer is going to be Chet and Ihart are in there together with Dort, SGA, and J-Dub. Okay? My second unit is Kaysen, Caruso, Wiggins.
We don't have a second unit. They're going to rotate guys in.
Yeah, but listen. The only way I would change that is if you're in the playoffs and you're playing a team that's got 3 really good guards and you need Kaysen Wallace defensively against a guard. Otherwise, you got Chet and Hartenstein together. We got Platoon 20 on the line.
What's up?
Hey guys, obviously they're on a great streak. Happy to see that. I want to throw a little bit of cold water, and I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer on this. We've seen the Thunder be an elite regular season team. They've established that the last couple of years. Here's the question for me: can they elevate that? Because obviously they're playing great now, but they're going to have to play even at a higher level, because teams that are easy to beat in the regular season are going to be more difficult to beat. Right? You take the guys in the West, the teams, we can dominate them on the regular season, but they're not going to be the same team in the playoffs. They're going to play harder. They're going to play better. So I need to see that from them. And that's what I haven't seen. Like last year, they were awesome regular season, but they failed to elevate in the playoffs. And that's why they lost to Dallas. So that's what I'm worried about.
Hey, should you be hesitant? Yes, I totally get that. Even I will when the playoffs get here. But here's the caveat, and I think the difference. OKC last year, rebounding, and they didn't shoot great, but it was mainly rebounding. They lost rebounding. They didn't defend the corner 3. To me, Ihart will correct the rebounding. You got Ihart and Chet. And the other thing is, Ihart's ability to screen is going to give them better shots from the get-go. That's what I'm hoping on, though.
Yeah, it was rebounding, as you mentioned. And then also, that series that ended the season last year in Game 6, you're playing basically 4-on-5. There was a guy in there that just such a bad matchup. They get Caruso, which is going to help out defensively more than anything, and then he can also.
Who are you referring to?
Josh Giddey, Jerm. We know. Take the poster off your wall. Yeah, we know you have one behind you.
Whatever, dude.
We know you do.
I like Josh Giddey. I wish it would have worked out.
He's playing pretty well, but
he didn't like him as much as Jeremy did.
No, not at all.
He wasn't the fit for them, but he's playing pretty well right now.
Well, yes, he is, Jerm. But it was not working. He could not make an open shot. They're leaving him absolutely wide open.
They didn't play him much in that series either, if you guys remember.
Why are we defending Josh Giddey? He's on the board, dude.
Like
PJ Washington won that series, guys.
Okay, yeah.
You got to defend that better.
Hey,
yes, nice. But there was also other stuff with Josh Giddey in that series of, defensively was a liability, and offensively you leave him open and he's not going to knock down a shot. Could not make a 3-ball to save his life for really the entirety of that series. I think he made 1 out of 8 was his average from that point on. And yeah, Ben Simmons, it was bad. About as bad of a matchup as you could have. They got rid of him. They brought in Caruso to kind of completely flip the script. And I think it's going to there. Like, it really is already. And then they also bring in a couple more studs out of the draft. AJ Mitchell, Dylan Jones as well. Like, this team, what?
I'm looking at the comment here. It's just laughable. First off, I just said Giddey wasn't the right guy for OKC right now. He's not.
Hey,
he's playing well at Bulls. I'm not making that up.
Hey, let me say something on Platone's call. And by the way, phone lines are open. Call in. Give us your opinion. How Thunder are doing right now. What Platone brought up. Another thing that I think happened last year, and I hope it doesn't happen this year. Thunder played very tight in the playoffs. I thought they played.
I didn't think so. Dallas was a big time matchup, Jay.
It was. I thought they played a little tight.
That's probably the reason.
They're young.
Yes, it was a difficult matchup, and I kind of noticed it. Like Jay says, like, yeah, I would call it. They're playing uncomfortable, and you could tell.
But guys, and this is what I hate about the NBA. Officiating should not change in the playoffs.
It does, Jerm.
It does, and I hate it.
It happens in college basketball too.
Not like the NBA.
Well, it just does.
Hey, let's get back to this game. I thought Jalen Brunson was good. OKC did a really good job on Bridges.
Yeah. And there was a chance Brunson wasn't even going to go tonight, I think.
Well, and Brunson was 0 of 5 from 3. Bridges 4 of 11 from 3. The two best players on the team, and you're able to kind of eliminate the 3-ball completely from them. Makes a difference.
He took more steps on one possession than Babe Ruth did around the entire base paths.
It was bad. It was bad.
Hey, the Magic, somebody said, the Magic lost another one today. I mean, injury-wise, it's just awful. Colin, this is the best overall team the Thunder have ever had, in my opinion. I think it's better than the Durant.
It's way early, but it's early enough to say it. You've seen enough. They're now 29-5. This team's different. Like those other teams, we've talked about it a lot. Like how good they were, yes, but they didn't have a bench like Oklahoma City has right now. They're not playing without one of their 3 best players and on a franchise record win streak right now. Like
what is the Thunder? 18-1 with iHeart in the lineup?
Yes. The one loss, or it might even be more than that. Wait, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yes, the one loss was that Fred VanVleet just take over in the fourth quarter in Houston.
Yeah. Hey, we got the phone lines open if you want to call in. The StreamYard link is pinned at the top. Meaty says, when Chet Holmgren gets back, they'll still have chemistry because how great they are together. Some of the on the court stuff might have to, be tweaked a little bit. But hey, Jimmy Butler's serving a 7-game suspension. I saw someone talk about options of where he's going. The Thunder do not need to touch Jimmy Butler or anywhere near him.
No, there's no chance to get him because of salary cap. I said it as a joke in the group chat, but they buy out his contract. Not going to happen, and he might not even be suspended. The league
going to Golden State.
The league is stepping in on that whole deal, talking to the Heat about suspending him or not. It's just a wild deal. I mean, whoever gets him, I think, is going to get a good player if you can figure out the issues that are going on.
The last
a couple of things. Would you guys agree the 3 top in the East, and it's going to stay that way, are going to be Celtics, Knicks, and Cavs?
Absolutely.
I flip-flop the order.
No, yeah. I'm not saying the order. I'm just saying
those 3.
Okay. And then the other thing I don't know if we know an answer to this. I know he's off crutches.
He's closer. Tomorrow he's going to be closer than today. That's all I can say.
Hey, back to the trade thing, though. I've already said it. I don't think the Thunder should make a move, but if they were to make a trade, it should be for one position and one position. It should be for a guy that all he does is shoot threes, and that's it. Kind of, if you're going to trade Joe, you have to go get it to Joe.
Well, yes,
you can't go the Cam Johnson stuff. He does. he does too many other. They don't need that. They need what they have right now, and they don't need to make any changes.
Yeah, they have a perfect roster as far as role players. There's not too many guys who need the ball to shoot. Platone, and I know you've got experience. You've talked with us before, and I think that's perfectly fine. Wait till mid-March. There is no rush right now. There's no rush.
No rush. The team's playing great without him. And mid-March is, I think, kind of a happy balance of not being, okay, it's the playoffs, we need you now, and him having to get adjusted to it.
That's
He's
right.
able to get a couple weeks in before the playoffs start in mid-April to get adjusted to things, get comfortable back into the swing of things and playing the four for really the first time in his life and organized basketball.
Jimmy Butler, still an elite defender, and he would guard SGA. So anywhere he goes, if he goes to a playoff team, it's a concern a little bit.
Hey, we got Colin on the line. What's up, Colin? Hey, you hear us?
Yep. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Colin, you there? Hello, Colin.
I heard him.
I heard him for a second, but maybe try it back, Colin. Hang up and try it again. Colin's going to go to New York.
I hope Jimmy Butler goes somewhere in the East. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I think there's a better chance he goes to the West, but it's usually how things like that go. And he's also not going to be traded to a non-contending team. It's just not going to happen. He's not going to go from Miami, and as upset he is there with, I mean, be honest, one of the best front offices you can ask for an Eric Spoelstra as well, and he does it like that. So,
well, yeah, they're going to get a lot for him if they.
Oh, well, they're going to get a ton for him. Interesting to see what that return will be.
Hey, let's try it again, Colin. Are you there? You there, Colin? Colin, are you there? I still don't hear him. I don't know what's going on, Colin.
He's showing up twice on the StreamYard, guys. So I don't know if that's why or.
No, I think he just has a bad connection where he's at. So he gone. Jesse said he gone. You know who else is gone? New York Knicks, Knickerbockers. Hey, Thunder next 3: Celtics, Cavs, Knicks. 2-1. Yep. 2-1.
If they go 2-1, that's really good.
Yes, I mean, 2-1's great with the stretch like that.
Hey, so they go 14 straight, which is a Thunder record. But when the Hornets came in, or not Hornets, the Seattle, they had 15, did they not? Didn't the Seattle have 15 games?
Right on that. Yes, it's not a technical franchise record. It's a local to Oklahoma City franchise record.
Hey, Colin.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. Are you there, Colin?
I heard something.
I heard him and then it's gone.
Hey, I heard something.
This is not the Thunder way. I mean, the Thunder wouldn't have these issues with call-ins. I mean, I don't know what's going on, Colin, but got to get that win streak going. Colin, Greg God says, I'd like to see Butler and Scotty combo. That could be good.
Wait.
That could be good.
Talking about Scotty Barnes?
Yes, Scotty Barnes.
Yes.
At the Raptors?
Yes, he's saying Toronto.
Well, yeah, I'd love to see Butler go to Toronto because they're not going to be in the playoffs. Well, they'll be in the playoffs, but they won't be. Now, if Scotty and Butler go somewhere else together, that could be scary good.
Yeah, but he's not going to a team that's not going to be.
No, he's going to go to a playoff team.
He's
taking shots like he wants to be traded.
Well, that's AD. That sounds like something Jimmy would say. That sounds like something he would say. I mean, it's just the way he is. Hey, you cannot underestimate what Sam Presti did in the offseason. I mean, you talk about they could have went and got a lot of guys, but he's the perfect fit. I mean, he truly is the perfect fit for them. Jeremy, you mentioned earlier what he does. honestly, I knew he was good, guys. I did not expect this. I did not expect the passing that he. I mean, he's.
Yeah.
I mean,
I did not expect it to be completely game changing on his own. I thought it would be a game changing move when you have Chet with him at the 4 and all this, but you're talking about an 18-1 team without Chet, and they have Hartenstein. That's impressive. And also, I mean, props to. I know there was a lot of different options that Presti could have went with really just needing one size and then rebounding. That's what they needed. They didn't necessarily have to go get somebody that is going to be a very talented player. They just need someone to fill that role. And there was guys that they could have gotten that would have been a lot cheaper than Hartenstein, but they decided to. I think that was the highest they've ever paid for a player that was not previously on the team to actually go out and sign and do it. And I mean, you're seeing it right now. It's beginning of January, and I mean, this team is 29-5. It doesn't look like they're slowing down anytime soon.
Hey, I got to bring this comment here because I got to say something. Jenna says, "Can Presti's assistant come GM for OU football?" You want to hear the wild stat right now? The Thunder and OU loss totals are less than OU's football loss total.
Crazy, man.
That is wild.
Hey, and what's wild is Colin's on here. Colin's on here. We're going to give him one more shot.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, let's go.
Finally.
What's
I have
up?
more success than the OU football team, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What's going on, man?
Yeah. Today's game, I caught like the end of it, but just the drive from the Thunder. And I think SGA kind of solidified himself as the MVP this game. Because the one thing I noticed is, unlike maybe last year, he would have taken like 10 of those shots. He just kept giving it to Aaron Wiggins, and he just kind of let the players who were doing good around him continue not trying to force shots, trying to be the MVP. Like, he just let the game come to him, which I've seen him grow over a lot, because last year, like I said, I bet he shoots 10 of those shots in the fourth quarter. But now we're playing more of a team ball and giving it to the hot hand.
He did not force anything, and hey, the floater that went about 10 feet in the air was masterpiece.
Hey, Colin, you're going to New York. Are you going there just for the Thunder game, or are you already going to be there?
I'm just going for the Thunder game.
Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. Have you ever been to Madison Square?
No, I've talked to a few Knicks fans I know, and they said it's crazy over there.
Oh, yeah, that'll be awesome, man. Enjoy that. That'll be great. Hopefully they still have the win streak by then. That'd be amazing, man.
Yeah. Well, all right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for calling in, Colin.
Have a good one.
Hey, I think we're going to close it at that, guys. The Thunder tonight get their 14th straight dub. And Boston comes into town on Sunday night, which will be the next time we do our Thunder Sooner Surge. Hit the like before you get off here. Share about the Thunder Sooner Surge lives that we're starting to do. Let's get more Thunder fans on here, rocking and rolling as we get to the second half of the season and all that. Love to have a lot of Thunder fans, a lot of NBA fans on here. Be fun talking to each of you. Make sure you hit the like. If you're not subscribed to our channel, you do that, the Sooner Surge YouTube channel. And we appreciate you being on here. Thanks for the callers. Thanks for the comments. The Thunder get it done again. We'll see you Sunday night.